It's a very good response, sir, from people who are joining.
Very nice. Great. Now
Okay,
you
sir.
may.
Shall I?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Uh, yeah, glad good evening to all the participants who has taken initiation to join in this webinar. It takes place as we can also say it as an interactive webinar with the resource person. Section of Venkat's time. The Venkat's time has conducted 3 series of lectures, and this is the fourth lecture series, which we conduct once in a month, highlighting and personalities. And till now, along the Venkat's time has international conference through virtual on the different occasions like May Day, Mother's Day, Father's, and it is also planning to conduct a conference in the coming days. Venkat's time is always indebted to the resource persons and participants and well-wishers for their amazing adoption. In this connection, Venkat's time highly appreciate for the association, institutes, organizations, universities, associations, eminent scholars, personalities, in order to conduct the events in the near future. Thank you for being a lot of patience and listening regarding the intention and reason for establishing the Venkat's time. So before going to start the session, now I would like to give a brief introduction about today's resource person. And the name of today's resource person is the great personality field of teaching and areas. And he is none other than Professor S.P. Garg, who is the alumni of Professor Garg is a leadership coach with happiness, speaker, mentor, strategic consultant, and he was an alumnus of prestigious Indian Institute of Management. Third one, Life and Success, the Ultimate Blueprint. And the fourth one is Aapke Kadam, Safalta Ki Or. And he's also rendering his service for and editor for Swaniman and executive director for Jagan Institute of Management. You can know more about Professor S.P. Garg on his LinkedIn page. Thank you, sir, to spare a few minutes, few valuable for participants. The participants will be benefited with your abundant knowledge. Now I request to continue uh, ideas and share his valuable time with.
Namaskaram. Thank you
Namaskaram,
very
sir.
much, Professor Kodmuri Satishji and Venkat's time for
Thank you.
giving me an opportunity to be with you. It is always a learning process. Whether 5 decades or 6 decades here does not matter. So definitely Venkat's time would enrich me with my joining on this event. From our family, then we move to the society. We get our names also. We create our own identity. We create our own wisdom. We create our likings. We create our creativity. Point of view, the topic which I have chosen today is how we can we can develop we as a brand, we as an individual brand. People say we have to create our own brand. Without a story, we do not have the much purpose to serve in the society or in any organization. So therefore, this session, you are a brand. I'm a strong follower of these principles of the brand management, not in the marketing or advertising. Here, I'm not going to talk about the personality, personal brand management, but I would talk more about the professional development of the brand. Whether you are a student, you are a manager, you are a leader, whether you are a teacher or an entrepreneur, definitely we will have to sharpen our skills. And the session would be like this, as Satish ji has mentioned. Initially, I would be talking with my thoughts, my ideas, and then we will have the question and answer session also, so that it is more interactive. So similarly, all the leaders which have come from Andhra Pradesh, starting from Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, who was a great teacher, V.V. Giri sir, and all others, they themselves are the brand. Chandrababu Naidu, friends, you will agree with him. Long back around 2000, he was declared as the best CEO of the year. See, country is a brand, state is a brand, and how do with when we focus ourselves, when we develop ourselves. So your present situation, you are this ISRO, your Harikota is a brand. It is a brand. Why? Because we have put up our dedicated efforts, sincere efforts, persistently, constantly, and continuously. I will use these three words. When we create our brand, we have to be communicative, we have to be creative, we have to be constant, and there should be a clear cut communication. Then we create our own brand. So, this ISRO and this our Harikota, it's a great big salute to Andhra, which is a great brand. Vizag is developing a lot. New things are coming up. How? Consistent efforts. So this is just the my thought process. What I was talking about in this India, when I was posted here in New York in 2000, we Indians were not being treated with what to talk of the respect, but as a good citizen or a proper citizen. But now in 2000, this 2023, 2020, during the last 5, 6 years, sea change have taken place. This is the brand building of our country. I salute the present government and the present leader, Narendra Modi ji, who has created the brand of India globally. So that is the focus of the brand. That is the purpose. How it is to be done? I would give one or two examples here. There are two students in a medical college. They study in the same class. After doing the medical education, one becomes a great surgeon and another doctor becomes a ordinary doctor somewhere in the corner of a street. There is a big difference in the brand of both. How so? Because the doctor who has become the famous surgeon, he has put up sincere, dedicated efforts. So that is the point how we create our own brand. Now, product, services, definitely services matter a lot. But I will not touch upon those points. I will touch upon those things which are related to the professional development. As I have mentioned, what is a brand? First, let us understand. In my opinion, brand is a feel, brand is a sense, brand is a recognition, brand is the reputation, brand is the your association with the people, your uniqueness, your value system, your vision. That is your brand. I'm sure that these 3, 4 points which I have mentioned, how to create. You must have the vision. You must have your own value system. You must have uniqueness. You must have every quality which you feel, sense it. You live with the brand. You live with the brand. That is the brand. People, if people recognize you today, tomorrow, and forever, That is the brand. That is the brand. It is not only one time, it is a continuous process. It is your development process, creating yourself. As I say, a child is born, but definitely with the step by step we move ahead. Once we enter into a university or a college, our teachers gave us the different types of the name. Oh, very intelligent, very sharp, very focused, rising star, uh, full of youthness, full of commitment. So these are the commitment, the brand value which we get from our teachers and all others. So that is the purpose. And my request over here to the teachers also, kindly create and inculcate the habit in your students also, faculty members also, how they can sharpen their own identity. That is the purpose. Now, this Atmanirbhar Bharat, Incredible India, all are the brand values, and institutions also, whether it is the IIMs, IITs, Nalanda, Takshila, whatnot, they are all brands. So my point is, brands are not created overnight. Brands take time. They influence yourself, they influence others, they influence society, and if we are useful to the society, we create our own brand. I will give you the example of Ratan Tata sir and their Tata Group, Narayana Murthy sir, Ambani, Dabur, Amul, Patanjali, Wipro, Ajim Premji, and all others. How they have evolved themselves, how they have evolved. Please read their success stories, their failure incidences, their struggles. Then only they could create brand. There is an advertisement, a very popular advertisement of Gadi Chap soap. They say, पहले इस्तेमाल करो फिर विश्वास करो. They say, what do they say? First test us, then believe us. So that is the how the brand is created. So that is the, whether it is the any other activity, all the players, whether it is Sachin Tendulkar, whether it is the MS Dhoni, whether it is the Virat Kohli or anyone, Lata Mangeshkar Didi and all other, they are the brands. How they have created themselves by continuous dedicated efforts. So feel proud of yourself. And here, before I give you my some tips, I call them as the success mantra, how to create your brand. I would start with a quote, a very famous quote. Abraham Lincoln has said it very clearly, profoundly. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. Please listen, please understand it. Please give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 hours to sharpen the axe. To sharpen the axe. So that is your own brand. Develop your skills also. Feel proud also of yourself. So my sixth mantra would be like seven, nine mantra would be like this. First of all, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and empower yourself. If you do not believe in the self, don't have pity. You may fail, you may succeed. You may have to face the struggles. So kindly continue your journey of believing in yourself. Respect your parents, respect your teachers, respect your society. Then definitely you are creating your own brand for moving ahead. Respect those who have helped you. And I would request the faculty members also, kindly don't help the students, create the facilitating environment so that they improve upon, they create their own brand. How? Whatsoever job we do, we should feel happy. We should be delighted. And second important point would be, first point I have mentioned, believe in self, empower yourself. There are so many ways how to do. I'm not going to discuss those points, but I'm giving the bullet point. One, I have mentioned, believe in self. And second important point, please have aspirations, please have focused attention on your goals. Here, I would like to say, and all of you would agree, there are no shortcuts. There is no parachute. You have to take the steps slowly, constantly, so that you improve upon. When I say over here, your own expectations, your own aspirations, your own goal, your focus, third important point will come: dreams come true. Dreams come true with proper vision and mission if there is a condition, if executed properly. How the dreams would make your profile, your personality a strong one. So third important point here would be how it is to be done. When you have believed in yourself, you have created your focused attention, you have developed your proper attitude also, your mental setup, then third important point which I like to share: knowledge is the power. In 21st century, we are facing a lot of challenges. Whether we are the teacher, whether we are entrepreneur, manager, leader, challenges are complex. They are very changing. So, what is the only currency in the 21st century is the latest knowledge, updation yourself, and sharpen your skills. How? There is a famous saying, all of you might have heard it also, known also: learn, unlearn, and relearn. And I have seen good number of the faculty members also, with due respect to them, they don't change their notes, they don't change their presentations, they don't change their PPTs. Please sharpen your skills, add latest knowledge, latest development also. Believe me, for this session, I have devoted more than 1.5 hours to go through my notes and to add my latest knowledge, latest this thing also. How? I'm a very passionate follower of the LinkedIn, and all of you might be over there. Yesterday only, I have noted down one beautiful note which I have seen on the LinkedIn. One new acronym has given by one of the post creator. He says, life is amazing. Life is amazing. Learning is amazing. Branding is amazing. And he has given the each different word for this amazing. I will just spell out it. First, A stands for attitude. As I have mentioned, your mental setup, your focus. Second, motivation. You have to be self-motivated, dedicated. And third, adaptability. You have to adapt in the different situation. As I say, change management, complex management, and different demands of the society, of the teaching, or of the business, or as a student also. Then fourth, JAD, zeal. You must have the zeal and enthusiasm. And another word, initiative. You have to initiate. And N stands for nurture. Nurture relationship, nurture contacts, networking. And last is G stands for gratitude. So what a wonderful, amazing word that gentleman has described. So the same principle goes over here. So my third point which I was mentioning, knowledge is the power. Now, whether it is your any type of the presentation skills also, and talent is equal to capacity to learn, capacity to think, capacity to relate, capacity to act, and create value. If you create value for yourself on daily basis, then definitely you are performing yourself. I do not say that brands do not die. Brands also die. You see Kodak, you see Nokia, you see your this Bisleri and other products also. Worldwide, they are no more because they did not change themselves as per the expectation of the customers and the society. Same thing is with you. If your knowledge is not up to date, if you do not develop the reading habits, please read sometime new things other than your core areas. Teachers, those who are from an English faculty, history, literature, they have to develop their habit of reading beyond their core subjects also. That is your knowledge. Here I would give you one example of a learning process. A teacher, a teacher took out a blank paper, to in the class, showed it to the students. There was one small black dot, black dot. You see? Then he asked the students, "What do you see in this paper?" Every student told, "Sir, nothing. There is a black dot. There is a one small black dot, tiny dot." "Oh, is it so? Oh, good." Then a great teacher explained to the students, "Friends, do not see the black dot. See the entire paper, which is totally blank, and write your own story, write your own knowledge, develop yourself." That is the concept of our knowledge management learning process. Another thing which I would like to mention over here, fourth point, effective time management. We need not waste our time with the negative people. We need not waste our time with the negative thoughts. Do not waste time on social sites unwanted. Please ensure time management. Once the time has gone, we will repent later that we could not do anything. So what I would request you, all my youngsters, my faculty colleagues, and I can take this thing that I, with my 50 years of my journey, definitely I can take this point that time management is the most important thing. I would give you one small example. Teacher, because you faculty members are also here. So all these type of the storytelling approach in all these seminars and others also that matter a lot. One teacher asked all the students, please bring a plastic bag, put up tomatoes, and the number of the tomatoes which you have the friends, number of friends. Someone brought the next day 5 tomatoes, another 7, another 10, or like this, like this, like this. Then teacher asked, please keep this bag with you all the time, continuously for 5, 6 days. Oh, teacher say, students say, what is this all type of the exercise our sir is giving, our ma'am is giving? After 2, 3 days, some tomatoes started rotting. Next day, more tomatoes rotting. This way, this process continued. On 7th, and they were giving the bad smell. Then teachers told the students, guided them that it is just like your thoughts, just like friends, just like your other people, those people who are negative, those who do not serve you, those who do not help you, they would be rotting and you will have to take them out. That is the principle of our management of negative thoughts, negative principles. So please follow this thing. Another point, next point, my fifth point is we cannot be the perfect every time. We cannot be the successful every time. Everyone has to learn from his or her own struggles and the failures. Struggles and the failures are the part of the life. And if we learn from our own self failures with motivation, with dedication, and with and feel to improve upon, same mistake we need not do next time, then definitely we are in a better position to sharpen our sharpen our brand, and we become a continuously improved upon person. So this my book, which I have written with Neha Sharmaji, Life and Success, contains more than 25 failure and the success stories. Those who would be interested, definitely Professor Satish would be circulating the flyer to them. So learning is a continuous process. Learn from our own mistakes also. Be creative and imaginative. Be creative and imaginative. If we are not creative, here I will quote the name of one great person. You might have also, some of you might have heard also, Richard Branson. Richard Branson is a UK person. He has more than 200 companies in the name of Virgin, and wonderful experiences. He has given the total autonomy to his people for creativity and innovation. Those who are working in the business organizations, either as a leader or as a manager, I would request them, and teachers also, kindly create not only entrepreneurs but intrapreneurs within the school, within the college, within the university, within the institute. Now we have a lot of skill development centers also. So there a lot of creativity and innovation is to be done. Why? Because in the complex time, so many changes are taking place. For example, AI. For example, cloud computing. For example, new styles of the writing. You please read Chetan Bhagat, a different type, Harry Potter, and all these have. We used to read Milton, Shakespeare, and whatnot, and Rabindranath Tagore, and definitely things are changing. We have to update ourselves with the creativity and imagination. My seventh point, which I strongly suggest and follow, let us have mentor. Students must have a mentor. Faculty members also must have the mentor. Similarly, faculty members should also facilitate their junior colleagues and students also by offering mentoring services. And mentoring is not a one time activity. You have to carry that baby, that person throughout for a long time. If you do that thing, then definitely the purpose is served. And why all these things I'm making a mention? Because in the present time, we will have to work as a team. So my another point would be believe in team management. Team. Some input of the some person in the team may be weak also, does not matter. But if the team performs, then definitely we create our own brand as a successful leader or as a successful teacher. And in the class also, all these experiments help us, and this can be done when we create the trust. Without trust, nothing. I recall one beautiful saying of the Tata Steel. All of you must have seen the Tata, know about the Tata Steel. There was a billboard of the Tata. What that billboard says, when I am talking of the trust, ethics, moral values, compliance, then we have to follow all these important points: ethical behavior, ethical understanding, and everything. So, Tata Steel Board, I saw it in Jaipur when I used to visit one highway. It was a big billboard. It says, listen, please understand this line very carefully. Our value system is stronger than what we make. Our value system is stronger than what we make. They wanted to say steel is our product, nothing else. But our organization is based on the element of ethical behavior, compliance. Without compliance, we cannot create our own brand. So, for creating brand, trust is important. Without trust, trust and transparency. I say Tata as a symbol of the trust and the transparency, one of the most respectable organization globally also. Why? Because they have created ethical value in creating their own brand. So I would like to mention my Last 2 points also, before I conclude on some of the thoughts also. Develop networking and relationship. Without networking, nothing would work. Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Synchronize, synchronize, synchronize. Synthesize, synthesize, synthesize. Synergize, synergize, synergize. This is the mantra in the present age. Networking is a must. Networking, relationship management help us in image building. Networking means if we do not do networking, it means there is no working. Isolation does not work. For your own success, there must be the occasions on which you build your own image by virtue of influencers, by virtue of followers, by virtue of critics also, and then definitely uh, these four words are which I mentioned related to Tata. If you are asking for Tata, our value system is stronger than what we make. Tata Steel makes steel. They say steel is our product only, but basically we focus on ethical system, trust system, collaborate, synthesize, synergize, and everything. So that is the and this would give you an occasion to reinvent yourself. When you do networking, your own friends and the colleagues, then definitely we would have this thing. So networking, and my most important last point would be of 9 success mantra: be useful to the society, friends, nature, environment, and nation. Wherever you can do something with your emotional connect. I would give you the name of one good writer, good person who is the father of the emotional intelligence. Without emotions, nothing will work. So that is the be useful. How so? There is a gentleman, Daniel Goleman. Daniel Goleman, yes, afraid of this also. So Daniel Goleman is the father of the present emotional intelligence, emotional connect, emotional happiness. So please be useful wherever you are, wherever you are, and help each other. Without mutual understanding and the help, we would not be in a position to perform and create our brand value. How I would salute our India. We have created a big brand, and definitely every youngster, every entrepreneur, every startup, every manager, every teacher, every student, every youth will have to do their best of the best. So please empower yourself, create your own brand, create your shine yourself, sharpen yourself, and manage the future for the self and for others also. And this would be possible only when my important point. I was a banker. I have put in more than 37 years in the banking also. You know, those who are from the finance and the account, they know balance sheet and the profit and loss. Earlier, we used to know that balance sheet is written on quarterly basis or half yearly basis or annual basis. That is for accounting purpose. But for our personal branding, balance sheet is written every day. Every day. If we do not improve upon, if we do not sharpen our skills, then definitely we are not writing our own balance sheet of our own branding. So this is some of the points which I wanted to share with you. However, there are certain other things also which I would talk when we have the interactive discussions and the suggestions and the thought process from other our friends also. My respect to the Venkat Forum for giving me this opportunity, and what I would like to convey at the last is create happiness. Satish sir, the basic purpose of our life is create, not only create and spread happiness. Life, create, please maintain a balance with your family also. with your hobby also. If I do not have any hobby that would take me out from the difficult situation to relax me, then definitely profession will not work. At the end of the day, in the professional life, you are just like an item, you are just like an element in that organization. People will forget you. You are important to your family. Therefore, you will have to balance with your time. This latest organizations are creating happiness. Latest organizations, they have understood on not only profit will work, not only uh, volumes of the business will work, not only market capitalization will work. So they are creating certain opportunities. And Professor Purushottam sir, I'm also working on another book latest, How Corporates Create Happiness. How corporate leaders are creating. I'm taking more than 100 examples globally, and so that is the point. Please don't dedicate whole only 24 by 7 to your organization. Please take care of your children. I remember my time long back. I could not devote sufficient time to my daughter. She is a doctor. Means she is a very very means a intelligent and loving doctor also. I was not in a position to take her to the movie at the time, long back in 70s or 80s. Once she started weeping and crying and say, Papa, when I need you, you are not available. But when you will need me at a later part of your life, I may not be available. It was so heart touching. So, to cut short, Purushottam sir, I would like to tell to your students also, do good work, go, do with efficiency, do with effectiveness, do with creativity, but please devote time and energy for your family also and spiritual activity. Go to temple, go to religious place wherever you are, in whatsoever faith you are following it. Do puja, archana. And this morning also, before coming to the seminar, because the group is our Venkat group, I prayed to Lord Venkata for 2 minutes. I saw one video where ISRO Chandrayaan 3 scientists and other team members, before the launch of the Chandrayaan, they visited temple and offered prayers. So this is the point. Please maintain a balance. Read good books. Those who do not read good books, definitely no. No, read good books. Read success stories. Read failure stories. Come out of the tension. Share with your friends. One more example I will give you. There was a person who used to, while coming to the home, he used to put one bag outside his house on a tree. On a tree. Some thief was going from that side and he was watching him. He was doing Reiki. This gentleman must be having some important gold or diamond or something which he is keeping outside, which he does not want to show to his family. So they took it. It was blank. It was blank. Wife asked him, Why do you do this thing? He told, I do not want to carry the tension, struggle, and other issues, discussions to my home. Therefore, I keep them all in that bag outside our house on a tree. So this is the balancing. We have to do the balance. At this place, at this age, I prepare a hot cup of tea in the morning for my wife also. That is also the little bit of the balancing, because I committed so many mistakes in my earlier time. So this is the balancing. I hope Purushottam sir and your students and all participants would appreciate this point. This is the balancing.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Uh,
This
uh, Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
One more question from Vijayalakshmi Venkatesh. She is
Okay.
asking, please give suggestions on how we can monitor the students' emotional issues.
Oh yeah, correct. You are in a class. First of all, go enter in the class with a smiling face, a smiling doctor, a smiling teacher, a smiling nurse, a smiling manager, a smiling leader. 30% job is done. 30% job is done. Some teachers I see, they carry a lot of books with them. They carry a lot of other items also. Dump it on the table, sit and stand. So your body language itself would speak to connect the emotional connect with the student. Then your eye movement. How? If you focus only the first row benchers, no, you should be in a position to connect up to the last bench student also. Third important point, don't call them by roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. If we remember the names, some names of our students, then definitely that creates. This is a very important. I have seen good number of the teachers who take the attendance by roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arey, what? Student is not a roll number. Student is a person. Student is not a commodity. So we have to create that vibrancy of the emotional connect. And then when you even teach the tough subjects, please, please create the latest scenario also so that students are engaged. For example, I used to teach strategy management and the leadership in my MBA classes. I never taught only on the PPT basis, nothing. You have to create the latest examples also. As I told you, for coming this session also, this is also just like in my class only. So I prepared myself. I prepared myself. Those teachers who just giving the lectures also, students will not have the any connect. And then there are so many other ways also. Invite your students in a small talk also. Invite them over a cup of tea also if possible. Have the group discussions also in library or in the lawn or somewhere, then definitely they would. And if you solve their personal problems also to a certain extent, emotional connect is established. You would be happy to note, though I'm not in active service mode, today, either in the corporate world or in academics. Still today, every day, I get 2, 3 emails from my ex managers, ex students. They are asking for their career advice, even at this or for their promotion, because it was the emotional connect today and tomorrow. Don't say, don't say that I'm busy. Come afterwards. Yes, you may be busy. You tell him or her, please have time and we would discuss your problems also. That is the emotional connect. And please don't indulge in unethical talk. Unethical talk. No favoritism. People will not like you. So these are all some of the points on which you would put them on a higher platform. And if you are teaching to some senior level students, develop little bit of the friendship approach, but not unethical friendship, so that things improve upon and they feel good. I think that some of the points I have covered, you are all very, very expert and intelligent, so you know most of the things. And mentorship is the most important thing. If you mentor someone, then definitely we do. We had the mentorship also. We used to interact with the students on every fortnight for 1 hour. Five, six, five, six, 7 students used to be given to one teacher. I was the dean and the director, so I allotted the batch of the students into the different groups and mentoring. When we do mentoring, it is not the subject matter teaching, nothing, not at all. Don't make your subject so heavy, because organizations will not be run on the rules and regulations. Organizations would be run only with your emotional connect. Yes. Hello.
Now, please continue, sir.
Yes. No, no, I'm okay. I have covered this point. And
Uh,
please follow Charlie Chaplin. Please follow Charlie Chaplin. He says, no day is complete without laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh. And laugh means it is not that loud. It is the different approach, means always be smiling. keep happiness, keep this thing, and don't thrash anyone. In management, we used to say, please appreciate someone openly and reprimand closely. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स नहीं पढ़ेंगे, ये आपकी ड्यूटी है कि आप उन स्टूडेंट्स को एवरेज लेवल से कैसे आप हाउ यू improve upon. So laugh every day.
One
Follow.
more, excuse me, sir, Professor.
Welcome, I'm here. Don't worry,
Uh,
don't worry.
Dr. Anupama has asked to repeat the four words. One is collaborate and synergize. She needs two
Okay,
more words.
okay,
And
okay. Listen, Professor Satish. I don't talk with the help of my notes. I talk by heart. So I synthesize the word. One is first of all is collaborate. Synthesize. Synergize. And finally, communicate. Create happiness, create happiness. And life is not for, finally, I would say, life is not for about yourself. Life and your brand is for creating yourself for others, for the society. So this is, and we can coin so many other words also. So many, as I said that in the morning, happiness, as I mentioned, other things also. Create trust. And my most favorite word is for creating your brand, constant, clear cut communication. Constant, clear cut communication. Whenever there is a break of the communication, then definitely we are not creating our own brand, we are not creating our image. So please be communicative and communicate by heart. Artificialness will not matter. Artificial intelligence may matter in your data management also, but there also ultimately it would be the heart has to speak. And one more, if the time permits, if time permits, I may say one thing.
yeah,
Please,
yes,
three words I would use it. Please believe in self. And what is that? I can, I will, I can, I will, and last is I have. I have. One is, again I repeat, I can, I will. This is the willpower. I can do. I will do. And finally, I have done. This should be the proposition of our life. Come what may. Come what may. And the most important point, last but not the least, is I'm taking 1 minute time intentionally to keep you awake. I see Swami Vivekananda here in Chicago. His lecture, you'd be happy to know that how Swami Vivekananda has been respected. Only few months back, Swami Vivekananda, where he delivered his that lecture long back, that lane, that lane has been put up in his name, Swami Vivekananda Lane. Swami, so this is the big respect of the brand for India, and we must say with confidence. And I give this type of the what you said, tricks and the techniques for emotional building also by the heart. I say to the students, stand up and say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. If we feel this thing, then definitely we create our own brand. Thank you. Anything
uh,
else?
Sir, Dr. Anupama and Danush would like to interact with you.
Okay.
Dr. Anupama.
Hello, Dr.
Hello.
Anupama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, welcome.
I'm calling from,
Here,
I'm speaking from Hyderabad, sir. Can you hear me?
yes, welcome.
This has been a very interactive session, and I've been teaching over 24 years now. I'm
Oh,
very
great.
glad. I am very glad that I've been following all the points you again. Whether I'm a teacher of MBA students, I teach finance to MBA students.
Very
So
nice.
I was trying to step in and see if I'm following all these points or where are the points where I can improve. I'm very
Yes.
glad that this is exactly what I have been doing, and
Oh, great.
uh, trying to mentor the students or help them where they need, not only subject wise but also their personal. If they're coming to my cabin or with some approach and they want
Great.
to discuss about their career, so I noted down all the points, whatever you spoke, very carefully, so that I
Thank
can
you very
discuss
much.
it to my students also. And I like the point about your balance, sir. How a teacher should balance the in the four ways.
Yes.
Last but not least, the spiritual one, which is very important
Yes.
for every individual. So I'm very glad that I could spend 1 hour very productively in the evening today with you.
My
Look,
pleasure. My pleasure.
look forward to participate in your session, sir. Thank you very
Yes.
much, sir. Right.
My pleasure. Whatsoever we do,
Yeah.
initially for some years we do for our earnings.
Yep.
Dr. Anupama, you have very rightly mentioned when you are contributing something extra, that is the value addition. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the value addition.
Yes, sir.
So, you being the finance teacher, finance is a very, very tough and complex subject also, but
Yes.
you are adopting creative, innovative ways also to explain. When you teach the balance sheet, then definitely you are giving the different examples also. So that
As
is the
you
way.
as you
That is the
mentioned, I enter the class. I'll tell you right or wrong. You please give answer. I am
yes.
here to correct you. Don't fear like that. I'll be creating a
That's
kind of
good.
easy environment so that they can participate. And I find all the batch of students come back and say, "Yes, ma'am. Because of you, we could
Yes.
be
Thank you.
very
It's
easily
nice.
understand and follow."
Continue. Continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
What I would suggest you, we have created, Nehaji and myself, we have created a one group, very beautiful group, that is the high power professional group, New Age Leadership Success, NALS.
Okay.
Professor Satish has the details of that one. He may circulate to all. All of you are welcome to join and contribute there, and students may also join for their continuous learning process.
New
So,
age. Pardon me.
New
New
Age,
age.
NALS, New Age Leadership Success. This
Okay.
is with my passion. This is a non-political, non-profit group of not NE, NA.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I got it. I would like
New
to have
Age.
Satish sir contact also so that I can continue to know the
Yes,
information.
definitely. And Satish sir, kindly circulate my email and mobile WhatsApp number so that friends may connect me also.
Uh,
And
Thank you, Professor. That most of the participants have registered themselves in the Venkat's Time WhatsApp group. I will share your WhatsApp number, your
okay,
name, and
okay,
you please share me your group link to me. Then I will put in the Venkat's Time WhatsApp group.
okay, okay. You see, we must have the hope in life. There is a old that story also, na? Dr. Nupama, you and everyone must be knowing. There was no rain. There was no rain in the village.
Yeah, one went with the umbrella. The same thing.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
to
got it,
cut
sir.
short, it means that priest was there. He did the religious puja and all other things. Then he say next morning there will be the rain. There will be the rain. Assemble at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. People did not believe him. People did not have the hope. It was a raining, and ultimately there was only one boy, uh, Professor
It's small,
Satish.
but
That boy came with umbrella.
Umbrella.
So that is the hope. That is the we create ourselves and for others.
I
So
have been very fortunate to listen to such eminent personalities and wonderful talks and implement the same in the process of my career, sir. That's for my personal
thank you.
development, also for professional development. And it has
Yes,
been really great pleasure and productive time being in
thank
your
you,
session right now, sir. Thank you.
and
Thank you,
thank you.
Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Anupama. Venkat's
Yes, sir.
Time is always ahead to bring out the enthusiastic speakers, those who can share their valuable information with the allied people.
I have been giving training to recently to 1,500 TSRTC people, Telangana road
Oh,
transport people also, sir.
Thank
So
you.
it
Good.
has been very
Nice.
great sessions, teach
yes,
addressing the 1,500 staff of Road Transport Corporation of Telangana.
yes, madam. The CMD of TSRTC, Mr. Sajana sir, has invited to create some soft skills, communication skills among the RTC employees.
Yeah.
It was in the
And
news.
there is
Okay.
a saying, very beautiful saying. It would be useful to all. Uh, I cannot change the direction. I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. It means this is the way. This is the way in which way we contribute, we develop, we nurture, we mentor, and we improve upon, and we create our. At the end of the day, people will remember, friends would remember you only with your deeds only. So I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails always to reach my destination. So that is the purpose of mine also. And I'm always available to any institute, any organization for any non-commercial activity. I don't miss, but to be very frank, God, Lord Tirupati has blessed us, all of us. So thank you.
So
Anything?
one participant, Rashmi Venkatesh, would like to
Okay.
interact with
Okay,
you.
Thank
Rashmiji.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Professor, you mentioned about, lastly, but not the least, that spiritual aspect.
Mm,
Why exactly you think that spiritual aspect is important or required in today's
mm,
world?
very correct. Sir, first of all, I'm not talking religious
I
this thing.
understand. That I got.
Students and others may confuse. I'm
Yes,
not
yes.
talking of any Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, or any other thing. I say, you see, what is the purpose of the happiness? To have the peace, to have the peace, and to have the total satisfaction, restfulness, calmness. If we follow any, and spirituality is the way of life. Spirituality is the way of life. Whether you go to temple or not does not matter. But if you take care of the humanitarian aspects, if you help someone else, if you facilitate someone else, if you plant a tree, all these are the parts of the spiritualism. And if you read a good book, if you read a success story, if you read, go to some, what you say, if not religious exactly, some high level speech, then definitely that leads to calmness. And ultimately, when we meet our Almighty, whether Almighty is there or not, it does not matter, but we feel good and we do not create conflicts. If we do not create conflicts, that itself is the spiritualism. If we help each other, that is spiritualism. If we share our food with someone else, that is spiritualism. If we teach someone with passion, that is spiritualism, nothing else. I am sure that that is my
Which
way of looking at the spirituality.
which of your four books talk about spirituality, sir?
Yes, correct, correct.
Which of your four books
No,
talk about
I would
spirituality?
not. No, I would not suggest over here any book. All of you are. There are so many. Whether you follow Isha Foundation, whether
Your
you
book.
follow,
Which of
there are,
your four books?
what you say.
Which of your four books? You have authored four books, no?
Yes.
Any
Okay.
one of them does do talk about spirituality?
Little bit, little bit. All
Which
my
one?
four books talk about the spirituality. Two books in Hindi, two books in English. Without spirituality, happiness, contribution to the society, I'm incomplete. SP Garg would be incomplete if I do not do my job with spirituality, with my thought process, with my thought process. I may be little bit religious also, religious, and I have to be. This is my thought process. My parents have given, that is my DNA. That is my DNA. Morning may, when I get up, if I do not pray to Almighty, that is. But I will not talk about much of the religious based spiritualism. Spiritualism is the way of life, and our Sanatan Dharma, those who believe in the Sanatan Dharma, they don't talk of the religion, they talk of the humanitarian, spiritualistic approach. We are all one. Universe is one. Universe is one. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
any
Thank you. That's
Thank
fine.
you, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Is there any more to have an interaction with our resource person, or shall we conclude the session?
okay.
Okay, sir. I would like to conclude today's session. So some of the words what Professor S.B. Garg has enlightened, which is useful in our day-to-day life, is he says that journey is a lifetime process. He spoke about identity from birth to death. He also focused on serve the society and creation of the brand management, and also given a lot of examples from great personalities. And he also focused how to create our own brand. And some of the words what he says: focus ourselves, develop ourselves, dedicated efforts, commitment, and communicative communication, consisting efforts, all are very important to create our brand. And he greatly explained by giving great examples, and also spoke about the importance of professional development. And he also defined the word what brand is. He says that brand is a feel, sense, recognition, association, value system, vision, value system, unique system, and all these are the definition what we can say about brand. And he also focused that brand is not created overnight. Like Rome was not built in a day. It is not possible to create brand overnight. For this, we need our skills. And he also focused on the nine mantras, which is very, very useful in our life. Some of nine mantras are: believe in yourself or empower yourself, aspirations, focused attention. He also spoke on dreams come true, knowledge is the power, effective time management, struggle and failure is part of our life, and be creative and imaginative. And he also said that mentoring is very, very important. And believe in team. And at the last, he says develop networking. And he also focused that at the end, one should be useful to society and always try to create happiness and share the happiness with fellow human beings. Thank you, Professor S.P. Garg, sir, for sharing your insightful ideas about leading a peaceful life in this hectic schedule of every person. Thank you once again, Professor, sir, and all the
Thank you.
participants. And on this venture, I would like to tell one important thing that a regular participant of the Venkat's time since its inception, and I think he is online, Dr. D. Venkateshwar Rao. He is working as professor in Hyderabad in one of the Mallareddy institutions, and he is a budding poet whose poem has been translated in Italian language. And it is one of the great achievement of Venkat's time, where it provides an opportunity to the speakers and the participants to focus and emerge at the international level. And he has wrote the poem about Nangeli, which has taken place in Kerala, where the woman has cut down her breast to pay the tax. Based on that, he has written a poem, and that poem was highly appreciated in the earlier International Poetic Conference, where one of the Italian poet, Claudia Piscino, has participated as a resource person, and she has initiated and translated that poem in language. So that is the advantage of Venkat's time, which we give opportunity to everyone. That I would like to share about Venkat's time. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor, sir, and all the participants, students, professor, faculty members, whoever has participated in this session. Please, sir, Professor,
And
sir.
thank you very much. I would like to mention this is my latest book, Life and Success. Those who are interested, they can write to me directly to get the book, or you can have it on Amazon. And for that, New Age Leadership Success Group, NALS, Professor Satish should share to all. You are all welcome to join. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. Here it is the morning. morning about 9 o'clock, beautiful sunshine. Otherwise, in Chicago, to get the sunshine is a very, very tough job. That's why all of you are English literature professors. Novelists used to start. I was used to worry every sentence, first sentence of any story or the novel used to start. It is a bright sunny day. It is a bright sunny day. So because all the Britishers and Americans, those who started those things, because the sunshine is very, very important here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, professors, and thank you all the participants for having a
Thank
beautiful
you.
time by learning the valuable things in our life. So let us meet in the next lecture series and the International Poetry Conference, which will be shared and updated always in the Venkat's Time WhatsApp group. Thank you, all of you. So it's the time for signing off.